Hello and welcome back. I am Mondef, of course, and I am back on the Utopia Feed the Beast server, and just so there's no confusion, we are playing the ultimate Feed the Beast pack. Just to kind of give you the quick tour of what's changed since last time. Palm has been working on his tower here, and this is what he has built so far. It's a pretty neat little thing. Just come inside, and then I got a pig spawner in there, so pretty sweet. Yeah, when it's fully completed, I'll show off the features and the construction a little bit more. It's almost there, so almost done. Probably next episode. What else has changed? What else has changed? Oh, I finally got to putting up the ellipsoid on the magic tower. So here's that. Yeah, looks pretty good. Go inside, you can see the inside of it. So this is really ready to be built. I'm not sure how much of this building and setting this up inside I'm going to show, because it's going to be like an enchanting table, brew stand system. Nothing super interesting, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much of the inside of this I'll show. Show the construction of, anyway. I'll show it to you guys so you guys can see it. But Mally has gone crazy with her bees. Absolutely insane, which is awesome. Here we've got, check these out, emerald bees, which is the full alveary now, which is awesome. I think if we go down here, I think there are even mutator blocks that are part of this thing. Yeah, she's got a mutator here to help her breed up new species. If you run this on uranium, then it greatly increases their chance. If you run it on another star, you're guaranteed a mutation, which is pretty sweet. And then you can see she's got all of her different apiaries around here. Pretty soon we're going to have to make a bee processing center to process all the different combs and the dust and all that stuff, so that we're not having to do a lot of that manually. Mally kind of started creating a little bit of just a storage system and a few other things, but yeah, we're definitely going to need to create a bee processing center. So that's on the to-do list, if I ever decide to make a to-do list. In the storage system here, let's come back to that. Let's come back to that, because that's going to take a minute. I want to talk about this first. I made a little guy here. It's this is an advanced computer craft computer and advanced monitor. I've started getting a lot of questions, and sometimes I get questions that are just easier to answer on screen here than it is for me to answer in text. So I'm going to start piling those together. So if you have questions for me that might not be simple questions for me to answer or something like that, go ahead and still ask them, and if I can't answer them in the text comment response, then I will add it to a list of things to go through. And so I've got a short list of questions to go through and answer, and that's what we'll do for the beginning part of the day. Alright, so Mr. Beasley asked, hey, I don't know if you went through all of the details specifically, could you show the specs and modifications for your power suit? I sure can. We'll do that quickly. It doesn't take long. We'll just go... I'm not wearing boots. We'll start with that. I'm wearing the long fall boots still, because they provide armor without adding weight, and also they make you immune to fall damage as opposed to taking energy to make you immune to fall damage. So I might at some point switch to the boots, but at this point I think the long fall boots are a cheaper and easier option. Alright, the helmet. I do not have night vision installed. I have flight control. I'd like to get the aura meter and night vision, but I just haven't sat down to get them yet. I'd have to have Mally make me the goggles are revealing for the aura meter, but the night vision I could make. I'm just too lazy, have never done it. Okay. The solar generator I do have installed. It doesn't weigh anything, so it just makes you generate a little bit more power, so I figured why not. And there's no battery on my helmet. I do not have the auto feeder. I do have the water electrolyzer installed. Again, it doesn't weigh anything. It takes a little bit of power to make it so you can take a breath while you're underwater, which is neat. I have the diamond plating cranked all the way up, and custom color module at 7575, roughly. Let's see, I do not have that one installed. Oh, I do have the transparent armor installed so I can make my helmet invisible. And I'm using the Citizen Joe. Alright. The power armor. I don't have camouflage. I do have the diamond plating, again cranked all the way up. This doesn't have the battery on it either. I have the glider installed, but I never use it. It doesn't weigh anything, so I haven't been all that worried about it. But yeah, I probably could take that off, but whatever. I do have the jetpack installed full thrust. And again, 7575, no transparent armor, and I am using the Citizen Joe. Alright, onto the pants. The kinetic generator. He went on later to ask, specifically, do I have the kinetic generator installed, and if so, how far do I have this cranked up? I do have it installed. It weighs 4 kilograms, and that's something to stay aware of. And the higher you crank this up, the heavier it gets, but I do have it cranked all the way up. The reason for that is Paul, Mally, and I ran some tests, and it turns out that because this creates energy per blocks, as long as you have the sprint assist installed and you can sprint really quickly, you actually generate, it drains power based on time and then it generates power based on how many blocks you travel. So if you can run fast enough, you can actually generate power faster than you use it. So that's why I have this cranked all the way up. Actually, if I had it lower, I would actually run out of power more often, which, I mean, makes sense, but there's a threshold you can cross where you can pretty much run to generate power for your suit, not just maintain power for your suit. So yeah. I also have the battery installed on my pants, and that I have 3 kilograms of battery installed, which gives us 1.28. The weight is what's important there because I don't want my weight to go over 12 kilograms, because that's when you're going to start to slow down. 6, and then 12, 24. Okay, and then diamond plating, this is set to 5 points. 5 points because that gets me to full armor shirts. Anything more than that, and I'm not getting any additional benefit anyway. And that keeps me under my weight, which is great. I do have sprint assist, here you can see that. I do have jump assist all the way on, no compensation. Compensation, by the way, increases the energy cost while reducing the amount of food that you need to eat. So I could actually add sprint compensation if I wanted to. It doesn't add any weight to the set, it just makes it so that it takes more energy, but you don't have to eat as much. So yeah, I don't have sprint assist installed because it takes the on thruster, which until recently we had a kind of limited access to ender pearls. So I haven't made that one yet, but I definitely want that one now that we have ender pearls. I do have the uphill step assist, and again 75, 175, not transparent, and Citizen Joe. My tool, melee assist. I don't have the plasma cannon again because of the ender pearl required for the force field emitter. I have this turned all the way up, no knockback. I think knockback is a terrible idea on a melee weapon, personal preference. I have the shovel overclocked, pickaxe overclocked, axe overclocked. Do not have the blink drive installed yet, but I will soon. Again, ender pearls. I have the in-place assembler. It's the crafting table on the go. Love it. I do have the diamond drill upgrade, and I do not have the aqua affinity installed right now. That's mostly just I've never needed it, so I never worried about it. This also has a battery, and this one's cranked all the way up. This is the battery all the way cranked up so that when I'm flying, if I grab my tool, I'll fly slower. Which allows me to do more detailed flight patterns while I'm trying to build and stuff like that. This one's, the cosmetic on this one's a little bit lower, 50, 152. The reason for that, if I can get into F5 mode here and grab my tool, is because I wanted the darker portions of the tool, like the wrist section there, to match the suit, and then for the lighter points to be an accent. So I had to make it lighter, since those darker portions are actually the darker color. They would be like the close to black. So I had to make the whole tool a little bit brighter so that it would do that. So yep, there we go. There's my full power armor suit. If you have any questions, let me know. If you wonder why I made any of the decisions I did, ask me. Glad to answer those. Alright, so there we go. Now this is a touchscreen monitor, so if I just right click on it, it switches to the new comment. So here we go. This one's a little bit long. If your heart, a good video would be comparing import bus on full import stacks and my router setup. showing not only dropping lots of stacks inside, but also showing something like a quarry, which constantly puts us in a single item and then mixes in more than one. Having played with both, I don't believe that the router is actually faster, and I know that you hadn't had played with the import buses options as of this video being a couple episodes back. So let me go show this. I've answered this one a few times on a couple different places on the comment system, so I thought this one needed direct addressing. Let me first get a cable here. Do we not have any ME cables? Need an ME cable. There's one. Okay. So, I talked about before in a previous episode that I had hooked all of these up with import buses. And what I didn't realize... oh, I need an actual import bus too. Does this one have one still attached to it? No. Okay, I've disassembled those. Import buses. Not there. Do we have one over here? Why do we have no import buses? Oh, they're in the chest because I was playing with them for the Dirty Ores episode. Here we go. ME import bus. There we go. Because I was... so I was having a problem where it just imported into the system too slowly, and it's no good. You want it to be fast. So I didn't realize while I was doing that, I didn't know, that if you right-click these import buses, whoops, not like that, with an empty hand, give me that, give me, and this is why I didn't know, is because, oh, I put the cable there, how about that? The import bus, there we go. There's actually this option, you can control it with redstone, which I knew. I didn't realize that there was a full move stacks of items at a time option, which sounds great. That sounds like solved the problem, right? It would make it faster. Let me go ahead and turn off the router. Redstone power, by the way, turns routers off. So that one won't pull anymore. Now let me just grab, let me put away that and put this on the bar. And we'll just use netherrack. Look how much netherrack, by the way, 41,000. Yipes. It's an issue we need to address. Keep pulling stuff out. I want to show that the router really is faster still, even with this in full transfer mode. Okay, so I have a full inventory of netherrack, right? And we're just going to dump this all in here as quickly as I can. You can see it's about halfway done, and you can watch. You know, it's pretty quick. And honestly, these are probably ghost items. Those are probably fast enough for most things. But I had already built this router thing, so I was like, you know, if I had known that before I built the router thing, I probably would have been happy. But I built the router thing, so I was like, well, as long as it's built, right, I might as well test to see if it's faster or slower. If it's slower, then okay, I'll transition, but if it's faster, then we'll keep it, right? So, go down here. I'm just gonna remove this. I could apply a redstone signal, but I'm too lazy. My inventory is too full to pick it up. Goodbye, Snowbricks. Nobody cares for you. Alright, then we'll go up here. And we're going to dump into here. Oh, I do need to turn the router on, don't I? On. There we go. Okay. So now here we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. And done. Guess what? They're all ghost items. So, yeah, that's a little bit faster. Yeah, I ran this test several times. I did more methodical things where I pumped specific amounts in. The router is faster every single time. It doesn't even have speed or bandwidth on it. So, or it does have bandwidth, but doesn't have speed. Doesn't have the speed increase. So yeah, I don't see any reason to move away from that. We're just going to go ahead and leave that the way that it is. Now, he also asked for a test where I pumped like kind of one item at a time, but if you pump one item at a time, both of them keep up equally well. And I don't plan to actually use it that way for like a quarry or a frame digger or something like that. I would use a tesseract for that. That's just, I don't know, personal preference more than anything. I could pump it into that inner chest. It'll keep up in either mode. It would keep up with the quarry or with the frame machine or anything like that. So yeah, there we go. There's that test. You can see the router definitely is faster. If anybody doubts me, I'll show a more scientific test in a creative world and show you exactly what I'm talking about. But I think it's pretty obvious from what we saw there. Okay. Another option that Johnny T5999 has found through skimming the wiki is that if you press Shift right click with a wrench, you are able to change the priority of the ME drive and the ME storage bus. Let me go show you what he's talking about. I did not know this. This is part of the... I also wanted to talk about this because this is a Let's Play, which isn't a Watch Me Play. That would be a different type of series. This is a Let's Play. I don't know everything about all of these mods. It's possibly Applied Energistics is a fairly new mod, and while I've read a bunch of the wiki, I can't say I've read every single page. That'd be a little bit ridiculous if I read every single page of the wiki. There are going to be times I don't know about stuff, like actually the import all items in the import bus, didn't know that was there. And this one didn't know this was here. So thank you for helping me with these things, guys. I appreciate the help. What he's talking about, if you remember from when I set this thing up originally, I wanted these diamond chests to be used as overflows. And you can see that they're not being used that way. They're being used as traditional storage places. And I was trying to figure out, like, how does it assign out, what storage area gets used first, which one gets used second. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. I thought I figured it out. I hadn't figured it out. I don't know. Apparently it's super easy, and the mod developer already thought of this, and it's brilliantly simple. You hold Shift, you right click with a wrench, and there's a storage priority option. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and set these to 320. That should make them last. 320 and 320. So there we go, that should be fixed. Yes, okay, that's that. Thank you so much, guys. I just grabbed Johnny's comment here because it was the first one that I had seen that asked, even though I got this response from several people. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Alright. Guy from the South, 77552, said, could you do sort of an in-depth episode on the gist of your storage system? I'm mentioning this comment because I asked you a question, Guy from the South. I was wondering, what do you mean? Do you mean what of it I've built so far? Like, do you want details about this and how it works? Or do you want, like, my general concept, like what I'm going to be doing with all of this and actually laying out the area and getting things moving in that direction? So I'm not sure what you mean by this. So I asked you on the comments, you didn't respond, so I'm asking you here, hopefully you respond. There we go. Blink. Alright, hey Mondef, if you right-click a diamond on the lock of an ender chest, it makes it private. It does. I had mentioned that I was like, hey, I know this is coming, blah blah blah. I didn't know this had made it into the release version of Ender Storage. If you take a diamond and you right-click on the lock right here, the same as if you take ink and you right-click on the little ink spots on top, it changes the color, it changes that into a diamond. Which makes this private, right? You go, oh, right there's your name. But as it turns out, it's not really private, it's just a privately created ender chest, meaning I'm the only one who can make this ender chest, even though this is blue, black, blue. This is blue, black, blue Mondef. This is Mondef, right? And this one is blue, black, blue public, because it has no name. So anybody can make this chest, only I can make this chest, but anybody can still interact with this chest, so it's still not a private ender chest. Now, there's still some good uses for why you might want to make a private ender chest, but it's not as useful as if it was actually private, if I was the only one who could open and interact with the inventory on this chest. So yeah. And in fact, for the deposit into my system, I don't really mind if anybody makes a blue, black, blue and throws stuff in it and goes into my storage system. Sure, they can give me stuff. Not a problem. So that's that one. But thanks for letting me know. That also means that the diamond lock and also the ender tank, this one, this is basically a liquid ender chest. That is implemented now too. They're part of the same update. I thought that build wasn't ready yet, but apparently it is. Thanks for letting me know. And that's it. That's all of the comments. Alright. So hopefully you guys don't mind me doing answering questions like that. I think there are some interesting points and some good information out there that you guys are helping me out with, and I appreciate it. Please don't stop. there's going to be a lot of meowing. Man, my cat is, I don't know, hungry or something. I don't know. Hi, Palm. Let's see. Oh, he's got his jetpack on. Darn. There he goes. Yes. Alright. This is a problem. 41,000 netherrack. Yikes. We actually filled the storage system. So we built a few more drives. So you can see we built a new 16K storage drive. That one's got 25 types already filled in, 3,000 items already in it. Cat's making tons of noise over there. We made a few more 4K storage drives. These ones haven't started getting used yet. Not that big of a deal. But we're starting to have a bit of a problem with storing stuff. Each one of these, of course, only stores 16,000 items, and we have 40,000 netherrack. 16,000, 40,000. We have too much netherrack. So we need to figure out a way to not have that much netherrack. I have a couple ideas, but they're not exactly the most, shall we say, simple way to do that. So I'm going to ask you guys, since you obviously have been helping me a lot with the applied energistic system, is there a way I can tell an applied energistic storage mechanism to not take in more of a certain item based on how much is already in the storage system? And I have a few ideas already for how I would do that outside of the applied energistic system. Pull stuff out and put stuff back in, blah, 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 blah. But I want to know if I just keep pumping items into the applied energistic system the exact same way I already am. When this hits a certain number, is there a way I can have this go hit a threshold and then start voiding stuff or spit it out a different storage direction or something else? Yeah, that's what I want. So if there's an automatic applied energistics way to do that, I'd like to do that. So if you know how, let me know, because that is a problem. Yeah, cobble's 10,000 is probably enough cobble. It's probably as much of any one item as I want to store. Is about 10,000 of something. So, yes. As part of trying to deal with where stuff was in this, I did make one of these. This is an ME chest. It's being stored on the network through the monitor, so it's connected to the monitor, which is connected to the network. What this chest allows me to do is pull out a drive like this one's totally full, right? So if I'm like, hey, what's on this drive itself? I can take this, put it in here, and I can see exactly what's on here. You can see 39,000 of the netherrack is on here, and you can see, here we go. Yep, so it's good to go. And I actually think that this is not part of the storage network, it's just being powered through the network. So yeah, if this doesn't have power, you can't access it at all. So if I was, for example, I was like, hey, 215 bones, you shouldn't be in this chest, right? I could pull all of those bones out. That opens a little bit of storage and a little bit of type, and now I can come in here. Oh no, see, it did connect. So it is connected to the storage, it just hadn't updated. So, not a big deal. And then I can take this drive out and I can put it back in here. And now I have these bones that are now out of that storage disk, or I could keep the storage disk out and be like, I want these bones to go onto some other storage medium. And then I can put this drive. Now there are other better ways to do this. This would just happen to be the cheapest method for me to go through and kind of sort stuff out to where kind of it should have gone. So yeah. Why did it go in here? That doesn't make sense. The bones went in here. Or are these just more bones? Let's pull those out and put them in here. Because we just set those to be the furthest away, right? Or is the highest number the first one that would go? That would make no sense to me. Some of the bones made it through. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, that's making it up into there. Are these set? These should be all set to 1. Which to me would mean first, right? First priority? I don't know. Still not doing what I think it should do. Oh well. Honestly, I think these diamond chests, I think they're gonna go. Somebody recommended as well that I just replace these with ME chests, which is what this thing is, which would allow me to put a storage disk up here, but I don't really see a purpose in using a chest for that. It would allow me to store more items of the same thing, like here you got a whole bunch of the same type of drones that would stack, but you know, I'm not that worried about this kind of stuff. I would rather, if I'm gonna, instead of using ME storage with a disk drive, I'd rather just put the drive directly into the MB drive. I don't see a point in having the chest access directly. So yeah, it's just personal preference. I don't know. But there are other devices I could put on the network that would go here instead. But for now, I just have my plea. If you know a way to put a item cap on the entire network, I'd love to hear it. Something automatic. If it comes down to building a like a complicated multi-block structure thing, I already have a design that I'm gonna flesh out. I already have a concept. So yeah, should be good to go. I think that's all for there. So what I'm going to leave you with, this episode might end up being a bit shorter, not really positive. We did go and kill the Ender Dragon as a group, so I of course recorded that. Killing the Ender Dragon is not very difficult in vanilla. All you need is a halfway decent bow and a little bit of patience, but if you happen to do it and feed the beast, it's becomes kind of a joke. So yeah, we had a little bit of fun with it. I hope you guys enjoy.
Right then, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Everyone happy?
Yeah.
Got their own intro sorted out for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will eventually.
I'm in.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Maybe turn on
We're
the
going
sound, that
apparently.
We're going for it.
Oh my
Here he
goodness.
comes.
That, oh!
Oh, jeez.
What hit me?
The Ender Dragon came
He's
swooping
flying
through the ground.
Oh. Get up here.
Get up, guys, get up. And take care of that.
I'm very high in the sky right now.
That's it, take care of all of those orbs. I'll try and get his attention.
Oh
it
god!
Does hurt
Oh.
with him, doesn't it? That does hurt. That's good.
Oh, that's not
I
good.
like that the lightning gets hold of him.
That night vision is
Or her.
Oh,
at me,
What?
so cool.
bro.
Go on, M-Dog, get him.
Oh,
Come on.
did that? Oh yeah, that hit.
Come on,
From
come over here.
long way.
Go on,
Are
M-Dog.
you kidding me,
can't
Doug?
touch me.
You're just like,
You can't touch this.
Do.
Nope, nope, you missed. Try again. Nope, now she's running. Now she's running. Oh, what's
Yeah.
wrong? Does that hurt?
I think we got them all.
Awesome.
That was
And-
fast.
It's
That
going
was
to be
really
fast.
fast.
And I've been killing the dragon.
We are tech up. It's going right down, so everybody needs to bring it down to where we want
Oh,
the portal to be.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
go get over here.
We do not need a portal in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
I almost died.
Oh, and you missed. And oh, watch it.
Oh, watch it.
Wow.
Come
Missed
here.
me, bro. Come here. Oh god, all those ender
Holy
pearls.
shit, Mondef. How do you fly so fast?
what?
He's lighter.
Alright, we should probably bring her down to the ground.
Got him.
Bring her down.
Bring it down, bring it down.
Alright, everyone
Fine,
down
go
to the
down.
ground.
Generally does
Down. Down. Down, girl.
Go the fuck down.
it. Oh, stand
Get
there.
down.
She'll come for us, remember?
What?
If we're
Where do you
all
want the
together,
portal?
Just round about where we're standing, I guess would be a good spot.
Sounds
Close to
good.
the entrance.
Where are you standing? That's the question.
On
Oh,
the
there you
island.
are.
On the east side of the island.
Where are you?
East.
Oh, I'm on the island.
Oh, I can see you down there. Okay,
She's
she's coming.
She's coming. Let's try and get these photo shots on.
Oh yeah.
Blast
Come
it.
here.
Yeah, this
I
one.
thought
didn't
Sinto was
fire.
the Ender Dragon.
One more down.
No.
That's it.
Whoa,
Let her come
No.
back, let her come back. Let her come back.
let her come back. Don't
Sento,
go get her.
Sento, come back
I-
over here.
Sit down.
Okay. Okay.
Chill, Wings.
Oh Jesus.
There she
Here
goes.
she
Okay,
comes.
ready?
She's coming.
Final blast,
She's
everybody.
going down.
In
Oh
she
yeah.
goes.
There we go.
There
Oh,
she
Went
goes.
down.
look at the sound.
Sounds so cool.
Oh, it's like
Oh, that's
Train
pretty
Spotting.
sweet.
Oh.
XP
Landed
for
in
the
a
win.
More awkward place.
Oh, hey, emeralds.
As easy as
Don't
that.
don't right click the
God damn
It's
it.
Olivine.
dragon egg.
I hardly fired an arrow.
I know, everyone's
I
flying.
did more than
half.
half of the damage. So.
I just stood here and watched it and was cameraman.
Oh, Mondef, you got an Enderman after
Okay,
That
perfect.
sucks for that Enderman.
I didn't
you.
die.
Oh, he's that.
And Mally did
Congratulations.
that.
Oh,
Yay!
Yep, so if you want an easy kill on the Ender Dragon and feed the beast, get a jetpack, get yourself one of them lightning wands from Thaumcraft, and a piece of cake. Nice and easy. That's all for today. If you guys like this video, let me know, either with a comment or with a like button. Either way, it would make me very happy. Thanks for watching. I'm Mondef. I'll see you guys next time.